as part of my review, I'm going to be talking about the gross of Twilight and its reception, as well as some other things. According to the very reliable Wikipedia, this might not be right, so don't criticize me if it isn't up to date. It's going to change, but Twilight took about $37 million to make. As of right now, it has grossed over $143,670,148 worldwide. That is a pretty big profit. They had $7 million worth of sales in tickets for the midnight show on the opening day. Made $35.7 million, which is the biggest opening day gross for a non-sequel or summer movie. Basically, it's just amazing. So, just like to point that out to all of you. The new Moon movie has been officially announced. I believe that Kristen and Rob have officially signed on to it. They will begin filming in March, I think, and I'm not 100% sure if Catherine Hardwicke is the official director, but I have heard rumors and seen little wisps that it's been confirmed, but I'm not sure, like, for sure, so yeah, that's going to be awesome because they're going to have a much larger budget and they were talking about they're going to have more special effects that are better and all this stuff, but anyways, so I would just like to comment on how artistic the film really was. I've seen it 5 times now. I know, right? Only 5? So, the use of the blue tint to the movie had a different change in its white balance was very artistic. My dad commented on that. I didn't really notice how artsy it was until then. It was a very interesting take on the tone and the mood of the novel by portraying it by altering the colors like that, and the score played very well into that as well. You know, and even though it did have this kind of dark undertone, there was the light humor with the kids, and so it made it enjoyable for everyone to see. I would just like to say that everyone I have taken to this movie has freaking adored it. My mother, who does not understand my fascination with this book or movies, I dragged her to it. I mean, I told her, I tried to make her read the book. She apparently had been lying to me. She said she only had 1 more chapter to go. She had really only gotten 1 chapter into it, so yeah. Way to go, Mom. I dragged her to it. She adored it and is begging me to go see it again. And I'm like, I don't have any money left. Seriously, I've spent, up to date, I've spent, what, $50 on seeing this movie, so I don't know, but, and now she's going back and reading the book, and she's really into it, so that kind of worked out for her. And she, at first I didn't know if boys would really like this movie, like, I mean, like, guys that, like, don't read Twilight, or things like that, but she said, you know, there's a lot of action in there. She found that she was like, oh, you should take all your guy friends there. And I was like, okay, all of my guy friends are going to see not Twilight. I don't know. But I forget where I'm going with this. Oh yeah, I'd just like to point out the lullaby on the CD for the movie. It had the instruments in the background. I looked up, the lullaby was just the piano, and I don't know if I was listening to the right one because it sounded completely different in a good way. Like, I liked it, but it was really different. I was like, wow. So look that up. I mean, it's really nice. I could have just been listening to something completely random, which would explain why it's really different. Like, I could hear the similarities, but there's some parts where I was like, what? But anyways, so the film's reception was mixed. Rotten Tomatoes gave it around, I think, a 40 or 60, between there. I don't know. I kept checking it and kept getting depressed because it wasn't getting good reviews. But it does have good reviews, though. I've read a lot of good reviews from it. I've read a lot of negative. I've read a lot of in between. I think they're basically, the word to describe them is mixed. But from the people I've talked to who have gone to see it, even those who didn't read the books and aren't like Twilight obsessed, they really liked it, except for a few. Like, the majority was that they enjoyed the movie. It was very epic. People describe it as epic. I didn't really think of it when I was reading the book as epic. I just thought this was like a freaking awesome book. And it's interesting how people are making more references to it now. Like, you kind of think, will this be like our generation's Romeo and Juliet? Like, it's really neat to see how it's kind of like redefining the relationship and bringing in, Edward's morals to the relationship, if you know what I mean. I'd also just like to comment to defend Kristen Stewart, because a lot of people have been telling me about these interviews where she apparently is acting like a complete bitch. I just like to say she's a very nice person, so don't be hating on her. Even though I'm like jealous of her, I'm not gonna be all like, "You're mean, go away." Those kind of words I save for use with Jacob. Not Taylor, just Jacob's character. I like Taylor as a person, even though I've never met him. Yeah. But, so, I'd also like to finally mention the soundtrack for the movie. The score was beautiful. Oh my gosh. But the soundtrack, when I first started on iTunes, I was just like, WTF, these songs are really weird, except for like a few that I liked. And then in the movie, the way they just played in so nicely, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this soundtrack. Like, now I listen to the songs, I appreciate them so much more. I like them because I picture that scene in the movie, and I'm just like, this is an awesome song. It kind of like opened up my eyes to how the songs, just how amazing they are. They couldn't have picked better songs. It was just perfect. The music really made that movie. The music was very, very well done. Music can make or break a film. So, it was just so good. I don't really know what else there really is to talk about. I think I'm probably going to shift my attention back to the books, because originally I started talking about the books and the movie came out, and then it's like, well, the movie stuff. I think I'm going to go back to, I'm still going to talk about the movie though, and the books, send me your ideas for stuff. I have some ideas right now, but, just everything's kind of winding down since the movie came out, and it was like building up and up and up, and then it happened, and it was awesome, and I was just kind of like, bleh, where are we now? Bleh. So, it's kind of we're at a little coasting period, but we still gotta hold on, because New Moon's gonna be coming. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. You better come along for the ride, because it's gonna be freaking sweet. Okay. Subscribe, I'll bring you new videos every day-ish. So check it, peace.
And who am I? That's not a secret I'll never tell. You know you love me.